Hey guys, and we're back. Don't mind my voice. I'm a little congested. Somebody thought they had a bright idea on how they could gain some type of profit, how they could cultivate something. So listen to this, y'all. I forgot to tell y'all. So the other day, I was talking to my neighbor and I was asking him, like, because we had pulled out the driveway at the same time, and I was talking to him like, did you see that truck that's been at the neighbor house? You know, a couple months ago, they tried to raid the neighbor house, but I guess it was nobody there. And I was looking out the window and they was asking me to come down there and look at a picture that they had on the phone to see if I knew the person. And I'm like, nah, I don't know them. I don't know nobody that live over there, woo-de-woo. So after that, mind you, they black people. Never seen nobody else over there. And then all of a sudden, we just start seeing it's this man. He not white, but he not Mexican. But he's something. He look Mexican, but he look white. Whatever he is, whoever he is. He's a cop. I mean, it's seen that he's a cop. You can tell that he's a cop. Hold on. So when me and the neighbor was pulling out the driveway at the same time as the cop neighbor. Now, when I came back, I asked them like, did you notice the people that moved into that house? Mind you, we ain't see them move in nothing but their bodies. They didn't move in, not even a TV. Do you hear me? So he's like, yeah. I'm like, I think them the same feds that raided that house. It's the same truck and it's the same man. I'm like, I don't know if the person who was in the house, I don't know if they in jail. All I know is the feds that raided that house is living in there now, okay? So when, maybe a week or two after they raided that house, why they put a camera on the roof facing my house, but they tried to cover up the camera with a towel. And I was wondering, why the hell would they throw a towel on the roof? And from my window, the towel is covering up the camera. But from the ground, if you walking down the driveway and you look up, you can see the lens of the camera under the towel. So I was telling him, that's a camera right there. He for real? I'm like, yeah, look at it. I'm like, you can see the lens. Even though they tried to cover it up, you can see the lens. Mind you, camera been there for months, at least 4 or 5 months that camera been there, right? So I'm telling my baby dad number 2, I'm like, when you get here, look at that camera. I'm like, I'm telling you, now that I done seen, actually seen the person who in the house, you're not about to tell me that's not, and why is it facing my house? Why is it facing my window? Why is it facing this way, period? And we're not talking about no doorbell camera or the cameras that you put all around your house. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about night vision type of lens. This not a regular camera. I'm not talking about a regular security camera. It's not a regular security camera. It's a actual camera. I don't know how to explain it. You can only see the lens because the towel was covering it up. Either which way, it's a camera, but it's not it's the real deal Holyfield, like Fed cameras type shit. So why, when baby dad number 2 got here, he busts in the door, he come up here, he looking through the window, he it's gone. I'm like, you lying. I open up the curtain. Why the camera gone? The same day that I'm on the phone talking to the camera, I'm outside. Mind you, I ain't said nothing about the camera this whole time it's been there. I ain't said nothing to nobody about the camera. The day I start talking about the camera to my neighbor and to my baby dad, now all of a sudden the camera gone. Where'd it go? Because I told him, I'm like, just when you get here, see it or just look at it or whatever. I'm like, I was telling him on the phone, I'm going to throw a ball up there to knock it down because that's weird, right? So camera gone, right? I open up the window. So the camera was in front of the window on the neighbor house. They removed the camera, opened up the window. They had the light on. They had a chair in front of the window. A fan was in the back, and they had a beer holding the window up with an ashtray. Oh, so you bold. She found me out. We don't have to be secretive no more. We could just sit in the window and watch her. What? In all the years, I've never seen that window open. I've never seen that light on, and it ain't never been nothing in the window. Now all of a sudden, mind you, the chair it's the window open facing my house. Say that's not weird. Weird as fuck. Like, y'all some fucking weirdos. Like, y'all, they stressed the fuck out because I discovered they plans and how they was indulging the fuck weirdos, okay? It's just crazy to think that the lengths that people will go to watch you. Now, who watching? I don't fucking know. Whoever watching, you're a fucking weirdo. Period. Watching my blessings. Disappointed. And it's evidence. They trying to gather some evidence of a gift. Or they got a gift to gather this evidence and thought they was cultivating something, thought they was gaining profit. So I just had to tell y'all that, because now every time I look out the window, I got to see this empty chair sitting there with a beer and a fucking ashtray. Like, close the window and turn the light off. What the fuck? But I guess they trying to be bold and brazen. I guess they think they doing something. They had to take their camera down. She know we watching them, so we don't have to be secretive no more. Just open up the window and put a chair there and act like you've been sitting there drinking beer and smoking cigarettes. Be for real. So what's going on, Holy Spirit? What we talking about? What we got going on? 6:11 on the clock. Somebody is mad. They furious because I know that they was trying to rob me. I'm cracking up. They was trying to exploit me. They was being unfair. They feel trapped. They feel like the victim. They feel tricked. They overloaded from some obligation. They overwhelmed. They in danger because I'm still getting my blessings. Something was an accident. They in danger. They trying to be cautious now. Somebody mad about a robbery. No. They was refusing to hear the truth about my merit making, about my goodness, about my morality, about my morality. They was in their pride and their ego. Or they was refusing to hear the truth about my self-worth. Now they quit. Because you live and you learn. They finding out that I'm still okay, that I'm still at harmony, I'm still stable. And they need some type of mercy. They losing shit. Because of my expertise, they know I'm going to get justice because I love myself. I persevered every challenge and came up with a resolution because of my pure heart. Because I'm a sweetheart. Somebody was refusing to hear the truth that they would be the one stressed out if they took this bribe that a couple gave them. Now they want to compromise. Somebody mad about a robbery. I'm still making merit because of my goodness, because of my morality. I'm the jackpot. I get the reward. I'm the luck. And it got somebody worried. This backwards ass Ice King, because he can't impersonate me. 7:55 on the clock. Once again. He wasn't expecting for me to go through awakening. Remember, he was hired to stop me from ascending. He was supposed to make me toxic and keep me toxic. He is not at peace. He ain't calm. He don't got no harmony in his life. Because he can't get the job done. Because I'm guarded to him. Because I know what his job was. Exactly. So somebody is hesitating. They worried about a decision. They confused. A cool guy. A main male. What's the hesitation? Because they worried. Because they can't get me to take a love offer. That's what they was contracted to do. They worried about not being able to give me a love offer. A community. That's who contracted him, is this community. This mama. A mature woman. Who the mature woman? Oh, me. A community see that I'm an empress and that I'm still successful. That's why I won't take a love offer from this person. They was just jealous and envious of my success and my status. Now they worried. They was expecting for me to not love myself. Yep, like I said, they was optimistic, hoping and wishing and praying that I didn't choose me. This backwards ass sibling, this backwards ass Aries, right now, she see that I'm not conflicted and she's scared. So I won't take a love offer from this person and it got them worried. Or I didn't take a love offer and it got this community worried. Because I'm standing in my power as the empress. That's why I'm still successful. And they're jealous and envious. They're worried. Because they ain't getting no money. I'm cracked up. I'm cracked up. Maybe somebody doing crack. They cracking up some crack rocks. They ain't getting no money. These people need to love themselves. Especially his ass. He's backwards as fuck. He don't love himself. How you don't love you, but you think I'm supposed to believe that you love me? A Leo. A not so divine Leo. Mask is ripped off. And he concerned. Because I'm still lucky. I still get this jackpot, this fortune. I'm still reaping the benefits of and getting my rewards. That's why I'm unbothered. Luck. Jackpot. Fortune. Reward. Because that's why these people not able to break my heart. They wasn't lucky with breaking my heart. Because I'm not heartbroken. I'm just still genuine and authentic. Love always wins. That's what a witchy sister is finding out. Lucky, not heartbroken. Real love, genuine and authentic. Somebody had a strong belief that something would happen. They had a strong belief that I would have an entity attachment. That was somebody's job, is to give me an entity attachment. I'm not trapped, because I don't admire this person. We not soulmates. They just wanted me to be toxic. What's the occupation? But I chose myself, my faith, complete confidence in someone or something. Somebody's job, they was confident that I would accept a karmic masculine, and it's a no. They have faith that I would fuck with a karmic masculine, and it's a no, period. Because I know he wasn't shit, and I know that he wasn't not nobody that I wanted to be with, or not nobody that was worth my time. I was not conflicted about the decision that I made. That's why I'm unbothered, because I knew he wasn't shit. This backwards ass Aries is finding something out right now. Or people finding out that she backwards right now. What's the High Priestess? Somebody mad that I know what they did, that I know their plans. They mad that I'm not isolated, abandoned, and alone. They mad that I know they every move, because they can't get the job done. They can't get me to take a love offer from this karmic masculine, because I don't do karmic masculine. Give me this karmic masculine. Him. That's who's steady trying to give me a love offer. Karmic masculine in the reverse. He a part of this organization, this secret society. He's still steady trying to take me out, and it came out sideways. It's a no. That's all. That's the only reason he want to get back in a relationship with me. It's dead with us having a kid together or you getting a new beginning. That shit is over with. It's a permanent ending. You're going to jail. You couldn't make me feel rejected, isolated, abandoned, alone. And it's making this person crazy. They're going crazy. Because they can't bring me endings. I'm cracking up. Because of my goodness. Because of my humanitarian, whatever. Because of my morality. Merit making in the distant future. Right now, somebody can't balance something out. Merit making. They can't balance something out with me, the rising star. They is not a part of my abundance pack. Because I'm not gay, because I'm not I'm not into karmic masculine. I'm not into gay men. I'm not into men who don't know who they want sexually, men or women or both, which is cool. You can have whoever you want to have, but you need to disclose that information to your partner to make sure y'all on the same page. He don't want nobody to know that he like gay men, but you want to sleep around with gay men and straight women. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Unbothered, because he's not divine, because I know he wasn't shit. Exactly. The fuck? Abundance in the reverse. But I'm still successful. I'm a good person. I got merit making. I got good karma. That's why I'm the rising star. These people didn't want me to get my abundance pack. Remember, they didn't want me to get married. They didn't want me to have 1414. They didn't want me to experience genuine, authentic love from a good guy, period. Just a good guy who cares about you, who knows your worth, who makes sure you cool. They wanted me to be with, remember, karmic masculine, backwards men, cheaters, liars, deceptors, woman beaters, mentally and emotionally and physically abusive. That's the type of people that they wanted me to be with. And it's a no. I'm still successful. I'm not gay. Remember that was the smear campaign to make sure nobody wanted me. They went around saying that I like women and that I sleep with gay men for money and that I was a part of the third party. But the candle magic didn't work. It's returning back to them. They was trying to hex my love life and my money. Somebody is confused. They didn't know that I was from outer space. They didn't know that I wasn't gay. What's the LGBTQIA in the reverse? I'm too high vibing to be with a gay man that is refusing to admit that he's gay. They said I was gay. I'm too high vibing to be into girls. I don't like girls, not to be with them. And somebody is in their thoughts. What they in their thoughts about? They in their thoughts about a family. This gay man want a family with me, or maybe this is his the other part of the throuple that they swear that I was a part of. Maybe this the girl that wanted to be with me, and she finding out that I don't like girls, that I'm too high vibing for that bullshit. She in her thoughts because she want a family. She want us all to be a family. I'm cracking up. I'm cracking the fuck up. What's this family? Somebody in their thoughts about a family. They didn't know that I was innocent. They didn't know that I was sweet and compassionate. They in their thoughts about this family. Why? They in their thoughts about this family because my ancestors is rocking their shit. The voodoo is returning back to them. This twin flame. He in his thoughts about working with this family. What's the family? Because he going to jail. Or he in spiritual jail. Purgatory. What's the thoughts? Somebody in their thoughts. Who in their thoughts? What they in their thoughts about? Him. He in his thoughts. Because all his life he had to fight. He just want to be a boss. But he not divine. He don't got no gifts no more. He can't do divination. He can't send me the evil eye. He can't make me feel abandoned. That's why he in his thoughts. He in his thoughts about this relationship. And his thoughts about this relationship. What's the relationship? He in his thoughts about this relationship. He chose this coven, this family, this secret society over me. Remember, I was the spirit angel sent to guide him to be in the upright, to live his life right. And he chose to play in dark magic and be a weirdo. It's about to die. You need to put it on the charger. Okay, hold on. This cool guy, he ain't getting no abundance. Or he didn't know that I was abundant. He didn't know that I was an earth angel. He wasn't expecting for me to, or he didn't awaken. He didn't awaken. That's the only way you become a boss. Is to get your life together and do the right thing. Okay. Somebody wanted to be a boss, or they knew I was a boss and they still chose to abuse me, or somebody boss wanted to abuse me, or in order for them to be a boss, they would have had to abuse me. That was their bright idea, to abuse me and become a boss. And here I am standing in my power. So we got robbery, exploitation, incaution, unfair. The high priestess was supposed to be a spirit guide to the cool guy, to this main male. That's how he would have been a rising star. Robbery, exploitation, unfair. Love spells. They tried to rob me by doing love spells. Or they exploited me by doing love spells. What's the love spells? They was working for the ops. Remember, they hired him to do love spells. Abuse. He wanted to abuse me so that I wasn't able to manifest. And now his manifestations are not within reach. The rituals are returning back. Robbery. He wasn't able to achieve his goal. His manifestations is not within reach. This guy is stalking, invading my privacy. And now he concerned. Why he concerned? He concerned to find out that I'm not a Jezebel. He can't make me lust after him. I'm not infatuated with him. I'm not attracted to him. This family see me winning. I'm cracking up. Let's see. This family see me winning. This family knew that I would get the victory over this Aquarius. This Aquarius is not a role model. He did death magic to try and steal my abundance. He's an op. He tried to steal my shit so that he can have an upgrade. He wanted to rob me. Now he's concerned that I'm not a Jezebel. Something is over with. Because he in danger. He don't want to be in cahoots with these people. He didn't think that I knew about their secret alliance. I'm not a Jezebel, and I never sold my soul to the devil. That's why I don't like karmic masculine. I know let's get one on this family. What's up with this family? This family. Family wanted to rob me. The collective in the reverse. Somebody in my family wanted to rob me. They was never chosen. They are not extraterrestrial. People's finding out that I'm not a narcissist and they want to be my friend. A backwards ass Pisces. They finding out that he's the narcissist and that's who wanted to steal my spiritual gifts. Remember, he the one in jail, trying to get out of jail. He want to be me so bad. This backwards ass Pisces. A man, by the way. This person is not chosen. A boss. They wasn't chosen to be the boss. I'm cracking the fuck up. They wasn't chosen to be the boss. That's why they tried to rob what was left to me, because they wasn't chosen. What's the legal? Period. My ancestors is not fucking with them. They did not choose them, like I said, to be the boss. They didn't leave them what was left to me in the court because they not chosen. They not extraterrestrial. This person is a narcissist. Ancestors in the reverse, period. They did not choose you to leave their abundance to. The fuck? I don't know how much more clear it could be, period. Because you sold your soul to the devil. They don't, my ancestors do not communicate with this person. Hello. Because they don't love themselves. That's why. That's why. And that's also why you wasn't able to buy me. Because you have to do the work in order to be the boss. Now somebody is furious. They're offended, madness, unpleasant. This person is unpleasant to be around. Because somebody was working for the op. I was never karmic. Somebody was just working for the ops. It was their job to go around and paint me as a karmic. And my spirit team is lighting that ass up. That's why they furious. Furious. They mad. Something is unpleasant. They mad because they didn't love themselves, or they didn't know that I would choose to love myself, that I wasn't jealous and envious. They was expecting for me to not have no peace and for them to be in control. But they wasn't able to block my finances. They wasn't expecting for me to heal. They can't steal my intellect. They furious. Because what they did, they can't cover it up. There's no more illusions. They furious. Because I'm not mad. They mad at the fact that I'm not mad. They bothered at the fact that I'm not bothered. It's making them mad. They mad about my access. What's the self-love in the reverse? Trusted. They trusted that I wouldn't love myself, that I would choose this dirty old guy over me. Yeah, but I'm not a lust monkey. So I don't know why they trusted that. The veil in the reverse. They can't cover up my high vibes because I'm on the intranet and people can see me for themselves. They don't have to believe their lies. They can see for themselves that I'm the empress and that they can't cover that up. That why they wanted me to have an entity attachment. Nothing changed. This backwards ass Ice King. They can't cover up that I'm an empress. Somebody is kind of confused about the lies. What's the confusion? They confused about why they lied on the divine feminine. That was somebody, like I just said, that was somebody's job to go around lying and slandering and defaming my character, saying that I sleep around for money, I'm gay for pay, I sleep with gay men for money, I sell sex online, I got an OnlyFans, I don't take care of my kids, I'm dirty, my house dirty. That's what they job. And they can't cover it up. I was never hostile. Somebody just wanted my abundance and it's a no. Animosity in the reverse. Somebody's job was to get my abundance and it's a no. They can't run away and escape or avoid what they did either. I was never mad about a third party, about the love triangle. Somebody is not they didn't know that I was divine. What's the third party? That's why he can't steal. I remember I was supposed to be in my emotions and pick me. And why don't you want to be with me? Why didn't you pick me? Why do you keep, why? I was supposed to be in my feelings about him not wanting to main me, I guess. Or I'm supposed to be in my feelings about him making me an option. And it's a no. I mean, life goes on. I was never hurt. I never dropped a tear for this nigga. I never dropped a tear about this situation, about what these people did to me in order to steal. I'm not an emotional person already. My whole life. I don't do the cry baby ass bullshit, okay? The fact that these people thought that I was going to be bent up about a old dirty bastard, a old dirty nigga. It just blows my mind. Why would you think that? I remember this one time, Kiesha had called me at like 30. What sound about 30? Kiesha had called me at like 3 in the morning or something. She found her dude at his ex house. I mean, called me. You would have thought she just found out somebody died. That's how bad she was crying. And when I got off the phone, I'm like, girl, calm down. Like, you act like you already didn't know. Like, you act like this is new information. What, you hurt because you actually caught him? And I just telling her to calm down on the phone. Like, girl, you be all right. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Go home. Don't worry about it. You already knew he was cheating. Like, hold on. Or whatever it was. You already had an inkling that something was going on. So, I don't know. But, so we get off the phone. And this guy got the biggest smile on his fucking face. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He like, that's how she is over the guys that she mess with. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes. He like, that's how you be? And I'm like, never. You will never catch me. When I say never, you will never catch me bawling about a raggedy ass. Like, I just don't got it in me. He like, yeah, that's how you be. And I'm like, I promise you I ain't never did no shit like that. You don't got to worry about me ever doing no shit like that. You ain't gonna never catch me bent up or broke up about no nigga. Never, okay? When I say never, I mean never. I ain't never cried because a nigga was cheating on me. I ain't never felt less than because somebody decided to cheat on. Never. Like, it's just not in me. So, I was supposed to be bent up, broke up, and in my feelings about him choosing other women over me and making me the other option. That's why he can't steal, because I was never mad. I was never hostile. I could care less about this old dirty bastard. That's why they can't steal. Remember, that was his job, to paint me as a bad person, make me look bad, treat me bad, so that they can steal. That's what him and his mama had whipped up. That was their plan. They can't project no more. They can't balance something out. A cool guy. They can't balance something out because of authority figures looking into their asses. Because I was never married to this person. Remember him, 27. Remember him and the mama whipped up that fake ass marriage certificate and said that we was married. Whole time it was a love spell that they did in order to get the courts to go along with it. And now the rituals is returning back to that ass because I'm standing in my power. I'm not mad at this old dirty bastard. That's why they can't steal. His job was to put me in a third party, give me an entity attachment, and they're all getting karma for that. Nobody believing they lies no more. What's the karma? He getting karma for trying to make me be conflicted and in my thoughts and in my emotions. Why doesn't he want me? I love him. Why doesn't he love me? Why didn't he pick me? What about the family that we were supposed to have? Oh, it was all good just a week ago. Oh, I thought we was gonna do this. I thought he was gonna treat me like that. I thought nobody fucking cares. It was fun while it lasted. It's not fucking fun no more, so I'm gone. The fuck? He getting karma for trying to emotionally manipulate me. That's what he was hired to do by this Pisces that's trying to get out of jail. Whole time I'm sent to him to be his spirit guide and his angel, to get him on his life purpose so that he can be divine again. And he chose this cult once again. He chose this cult-like family to over doing the work. He thought he was going to steal my shit. Instead of doing the work, becoming a better person, doing the right thing. That's literally all you have to do. Be a good person and do the right thing. Who knew that so many people struggled with doing the right thing? You know how hard, I'm just finding this out too. You know how hard it is for somebody to do the right thing? I didn't know it was that hard for people. Obviously, it's harder than I ever expected it to be. But it's funner. It's funner to be bad, to do dark things. It's just like a kid. When you raising them, they don't know right from wrong unless you tell them. And all the bad stuff is funny, right? Every time you get hurt, it's funny. Every time they do something bad, it's funny. Right? 29. You have to learn to be good. Everybody, I feel like, I ain't gonna say you born bad, but the toxicity is fun. That's what you're attracted to, because that's what's fun. That's entertaining. It's boring being good. It's lame. It's whatever. But yeah, anywho, nobody believe in their lies no more. False narrative in the reverse. They finding out that he was just paid. They not believing his lies no more. The death magic, because they know he just was doing death magic. That was his job, to speak death over my life. That was the going around slandering me, defaming my character. He can't, nobody believe in his lies no more, because he can't glamour nobody. He can't do divination no more. What's the death magic? He can't control me. The death magic he did is out of control, coming back to that ass. He did death magic to be able to control me, and it's a no. That's why nobody believe in his lies no more. This old dirty bastard. That's how he was expecting to be successful. That's how he thought he was going to be successful, by doing death magic on me and by going around lying and slander. Remember, lying is a form of spell work. That's how he was supposed to be able to steal. That's how he was expecting to become a boss, seen as high honor. My ancestors is rocking his shit. And he's sick. I'm not sick. My ancestors is rocking his shit for trying to make me sick. Now he's sick. Who we talking about? Him. This twin flame. He's sick because the voodoo is returning back to him. Health concern. He was supposed to get me sick. My ancestors is rocking his shit for trying to make me sick. Remember, they hired him to give me AIDS. He wasn't expecting for me to move on. He had a bright idea to bind me, and it's a no. By emotionally manipulating me. Ancestors, they on his ass. I was never infatuated with him, and he's scared. Or I'm not attracted to him. He can't entice me. He's scared that I'm in my purpose, that I made it to my destiny, that I'm already here. The fuck? Why this divine masculine scared? A Capricorn. Because I'm practical, prudent, ambitious, disciplined, patient, careful, humorous, and reserved. Why does divine masculine scared? Because I healed. Past the death magic, past the spell work. That's how he know he can't bind me. I'm not bound. I ended up healing. Now he's scared. He's scared because he ain't gonna be no boss. He's scared because everybody knows that he a big fat fake phony, that he was just wearing a mask, that he was just pretending, that he was just sucking everybody energy to come off like he was divine. That was his job. He was supposed to be of high honor from doing this job. And now he's not getting the title. He can't complete the job. The spell work is returning back to him. His mask is ripped off. Nobody wants to work with him no more. He can't glamour nobody no more. He can't do spell work no more. He can't impersonate me. It's just all bad. He's not a starseed. He can't abandon me, or he didn't know that I was, and that I wouldn't be feeling rejected by him. That's why I'm not bound to him, because who told you that you would be able to do this? It's so weird to me. I've never been emotional like that over nobody I've ever been with. I ain't never caught somebody crying because I found out somebody was cheating on me. I ain't never cried or been in my feelings. He cheated on me again. I really be trying to figure out these psychopaths' minds, but a psychopath, you can't figure out why they thought that this dumbass plan would work. They're fucking crazy.